Baku speaking. Hello dear listeners. You are tuned into Azerbaijan International Radio. We are starting our English broadcast from the capital Baku. We welcome you to our analytic program. I'm your host Elçin Mirzayev. The Baku Initiative Group contributes to the shaping of global dialogue, an international academic conference titled Imperial Structure, Ideologies and Realities of Colonialism was held in Azerbaijan's capital, organized by the Baku Initiative Group. Noteworthy that this event marks the first international conference bringing together United Nations decolonization experts and scholars specialized in this field. Abbas Abbasov, Executive Director of the Baku Initiative Group, stated that the conference, organized by Baku Initiative Group, which has become a global platform supporting the decolonization process and a source of hope for peoples suffering under colonialism, will facilitate a scientific discussion of colonialism and examine the issue through the lens of international organizations. Emphasizing that all modern forms of colonialism must be addressed through international legal mechanisms, increased public awareness, and multilateral cooperation, Abbasov noted that the continued existence of colonialism contradicts the United Nations Charter, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and numerous United Nations General Assembly resolutions. He highlighted that the aim of the event is to support an intellectual foundation for a world that respects the right of peoples to self-determination. Speakers at the event pointed out that colonialism is not only a tool of political and economic pressure, but also a system of governance that has been ideologically justified and perpetuated for a long time. Throughout history, colonial policies implemented by empires were mainly justified through notions such as racial superiority, the spread of civilization, and modernization. Unveiling the ideological foundations of colonialism and bringing its consequences to international discussions holds critical importance in today's world. The international conferences organized by the Baku Initiative Group contribute precisely to the shaping of such global dialogue. It was also noted that the colonialism and the means of combating it should be included in academic curricula, particularly at the university level. During the event, the severe consequences of colonial policies, the approaches adopted by colonial states towards subjugated peoples, the methods of discrimination employed, as well as the political, economic, and cultural restrictions forming part of neo-colonialism, including the deliberate erasure of national identity, were thoroughly analyzed using scientific and methodological approaches. A new phase in Azerbaijan-Kenya relations. The official visit of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ceyhun Bayramov, to the Republic of Kenya on June 2, 2025, can be regarded as the starting point of a new phase in Baku-Nairobi relations. Within the framework of the visit, the official opening ceremony of the newly established Embassy of the Republic of Azerbaijan in Kenya was held, and bilateral meetings were organized with high-ranking representatives of the Kenyan government. This emblematic event should be seen not only as a formalization of bilateral relations, but also as part of Azerbaijan's increasingly active foreign policy towards the global south in recent years. Azerbaijan's diplomatic engagement with Africa has become significantly more noticeable in recent times. Under the initiatives held in Baku in 2024, the growing relations with African countries brought cooperation opportunities, particularly in the fields of energy, education, and agriculture, to the agenda. In this context, deepening relations with Kenya is a logical continuation of Azerbaijan's search for strategic partnerships within the African Union space. The opening of Azerbaijan's embassy in Kenya is a milestone in institutionalizing political relations. It also demonstrates Azerbaijan's intention to play a more active and sustained diplomatic role on the African continent. At the same time, this step will promote the formalization and strengthening of strategic dialogue with Kenya. Azerbaijan and Kenya share common interests both within the non-aligned movement and the United Nations. From this perspective, there is a solid foundation for the two countries to build a mutually supportive cooperation within international organizations. Ceyhun Bayramov's visit can be interpreted as an important diplomatic gesture aimed at fostering political will in this direction. In conclusion, the foreign minister's visit to Kenya marks the opening of a new chapter in Azerbaijan's relations with Africa. This visit carries strategic significance not only in terms of deepening bilateral ties, but also as a practical implementation of Azerbaijan's Global South policy.